Okay. Okay, this video is going to be to complete a project like this one. This is going to be our sunsets. I really want you guys to try to get this one. It's not really that complicated, but it has some tricky things into it. If you guys remember trying to do the Houston or the high, this is going to be like that, but somewhat of a simpler version. And I want you guys to understand how to do this one. So really try to focus on it because we are going to eventually trace like a sunset that's going to be very similar to this one, but instead of it being a drawing, it will be an actual photograph. Um, just saying it now so you can know. I'm sure somebody's going to forget, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to be doing this one. How can you find that one? It's going to be in the assignments underneath of digital art for Lv.3. That's going to be level 3. And as you can see here, we're going to be using the polyline, the curve, and the fill. Hopefully for some of you guys, if you guessed, the polyline is going to be for any straights. The curve line is going to be for any turns and for some detail this time. Maybe I'll throw in an extra tool there. That depends on time. And the fill. So fill is going to be this one. And we've kind of been using fill, but I'm kind of calling this whole black shape a fill, but really it is the curve tool, but just filled in, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But let's get to it. Let me not make my video long with me just explaining or pointing out. So let's get this off here. You're going to go to your Google Classroom, not this Google Classroom that says test. You're going to go to the Google Classroom for your class. It should say something like art class, G5, G6, G7, or G8. Then it's going to say James. It's going to have an animated picture, not a static picture. This would be a static picture because it's not moving. Your picture should be moving. Then you're going to go find where it says classwork. Then you're going to find the assignment that says Lv.3. In that project that says Lv.3, you'll find a picture and a video, the video that I'm making right now, that says Lv.3 line. Click the picture that says Lv.3 line. You should be watching the video because that's how you're seeing this right now. The picture comes up, 2-finger tap, whammo. It says save as or save image as. Click on that. Another box is going to come up, whammo, hit save. For the few people that have a confused computer that doesn't want you to save it the way I'm telling you to, or I said to, however you want to think of it, you want to click on these 3 dots. You're going to say open in a new window. It's going to open up in a new window. Then while it's open up in this window, you will either get this download right here. You can download it to your computer that way, or you'll have to go to the 3 dots again. And guess what's in here? No, it's not in mine, but if you don't get the download here, you should get it in these 3 dots, and you can say download. And you can just click it and watch. It downloads to my computer. All right. That being said, once you have the file, let me click that, get out of there. Once you have the file, you're going to open up a new tab. For the folks that already know what I'm going to say, you're going to click on your 6 dots and go to Google Slides. We're always going to Google Slides. Don't type in Google Slides and go to Google Slides because then it opens up that weird screen with, I don't know what is in the background. It's like cake or something. And then you got to find the right thing to go on. Just do the 6 dots. That's the easiest way to get there. Then find the Google Slides from the box that comes up from the 6 dots. Click on blank. Then delete this stuff that comes up right here. That's always there. There's nothing you can do about it. Click on the line. When it turns blue, you know what to do. Click backspace on your keyboard. Click on the line. And then delete that. Now we've got to bring in that picture. So we're going to go to Insert, Image. Insert, Image, upload it from the computer. I got stuff around my mouth. And then we got to find our picture, Lv.3 line. click seam, and then say open. Mine didn't work out right, so there we go. So now we got the picture there. All right, so first we are, for something like this, and in the future, we want to start thinking about what is the background, what is the foreground, and what is the middle ground. I said that in the wrong order, but that's fine. So background is the furthest back. So the sky is the background. The middle ground is the stuff in the middle. So maybe like the sun. So the sun is on top of the sky, right? Well, not totally, but think of it like that. The sun is going to be on top of the sky. And then in the foreground is what is in front. What is in front is the tree and the grass. So not so much to worry about that now. We're going to be worrying about that in the future, but just start thinking about that. So we're going to do our polyline to do these straight lines. We should be able to knock those out pretty quick. And then we'll do our sun. The sun we can use curve. Then we can use curve tool to start to fill in or to trace this tree. And we can also use the curve to do the grass. And after that, we should be good. So let's start with the polyline. Let's go to line, go to the arrow next to it, hit down, the downwards triangle arrow, get polyline. And we're gonna have to go over top of stuff. And remember, even though we're going over top, we can make it transparent so that way we can see it. So aiming for the center of my black line, I'm gonna click, click. Look at this one, this is fast. Click, click. I don't wanna make a total square. So I'm gonna stop there. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm explaining this wrong. Yeah, I do wanna make a square because this is my color. Remember, the color comes first and the lines go over top. Should have said that. Click. And click. All right, so that's the color for that one. Yes, it went over top of my sun. That's fine. Make it transparent. Then we're going to get the polyline again. Click. And yeah, could we have done this with just get a rectangle? Yes, we could have, but that's not fun. We got to do it this way. Click. Let's put this here. Click. I know that's not the center. Click, but that's me. That's the way I drew it. So it's a little bit off. And that's one of the good things with this. So when you have drawings, you can kind of correct them and make them more cleaner, better per se on the computer. So now I'm done. Double click. Oh no, not double click, just click. And now it filled in, make it transparent. Polyline. Aiming for the center, click, 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 bring it back, click, click. All right. Transparent. And then I got this last piece. Click, 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 click. Back to where I started. Click. All right, filled in. Transparent. Let's do that. Sun. Curve tool. Click. Gotta take my time. Click, 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 click. I'm still aiming for the center. Click, then I'm just gonna bring it straight across. Oh, it's gonna make it messed up a little bit, but that's okay. Click, fills it in, make it transparent, make it transparent. All right, almost done here. Now for the hard part. Let's keep it on curve tool, click. And now we're gonna do this tree, click. And now I'm aiming for the edge. Obviously, I'm not gonna aim for the center, click. I'm aiming for the edge of my tree, click. Click, make sure you're moving far enough away. You don't wanna go and be halfway done and then mess up and have to start over, click. I would less worry about being so perfect and worry about having as close to the shape as possible, because you can always adjust it later. And you see I'm skipping some of the small sections. That's good. Just skip the small sections because, you know, this program doesn't allow you to click in the same spot. So if you click in the same spot, it's going to stop working and then you'll have to start over. So the very small sections, just skip them and you can come back and you can add stuff to it. You want to be able, you rather add to it than try to make it all at once and have to start over a whole bunch of times. It's frustrating when you have to start over a lot. So just do your best to get the general shape. And I know that's hard to understand at first, but when you've had to start over 100 times, you know, you're gonna want to start skipping sections. So it's better just to skip them in the beginning. So like even like here, like it just messes up at the end, but I can fix that. Don't worry. And that fills in, great. And I'm gonna make this one black. That's why I call that a fill. You see, the whole shape is black. What about that grass? You want to do that grass? We're gonna do the curve. Let's get that grass. So the grass is just gonna be lines. So click, follow the grass. Actually, it's too small to follow. Okay, fine with me. Click, double click. And we aren't have to zoom in for this grass. I didn't want to, but zoom in. That should be good enough. Click on the curve tool and click, 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 double click. Curve tool, click, 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 double click. Curve tool. I'm not going to have time to get all this grass. Click, click, double click. All right, so let's start filling some of this stuff in. We'll put the borders on the end. We can do that closer to last once we start putting the colors on it. I want you to see what we're working with. So I'm gonna click on this area for my sun. Click on the sun. Let's make the sun, let's make it yellow. This is the bottom part of my sun, the sky. Let's click on that. Let's make that like a dark red. And let's just keep making, I mean, you can make it whatever color you want. This is what I'm just thinking. Like, so I'm gonna keep making it a lighter red the higher up I go. All right, so that's what I'm thinking. You might be thinking something else. That's okay. Okay, so this grass here is messed up. Let me take this off here. So it's not working right for some reason. It has a fill color on it. That might happen to you. So I'm just clicking on the grass and hitting transparent. All right, so you can see my colors here. What are we missing? I'm missing the border color. All right. So because I'm missing my border color, let's go do that. Go to polyline. And I'm doing this a little bit different. I'm gonna do it right while it's all on here. So that way I can see, I'm doing it reverse. So I can see what I'm doing a different way. So I'm gonna go to the center of this line or the center of this color right here. Click in my polyline, I'm gonna go across. Double click, comes up, go to the pencil, make it black, go to the line weight, hit 12, and obviously that's on front. I'm gonna hold control, hit down, and keep hitting down until it goes underneath of my sun like that. Let's do that again. Actually, let's save ourselves some time here. So let's say I still have it selected because it has the blue. So if you unselected it for whatever reason, you can go and click on it. See, it turns blue. And then I'm gonna say Control C, then Control V. And look at that, it makes another one for me. Thank you, computer. And it's on top. I don't want it on top. Then we're gonna say Control down. Hit it again, keep hitting it, and then it goes underneath. Let's do that Control V again. Bam, gave me another line. Thank you, computer. You're so generous. You're just giving me these lines and I don't have to make them. But I do have to put them underneath, so Control down. I'm holding Control. Just hold Control and then hit down. Keep tapping down. Don't hit it so fast because then your stuff it'll go too far underneath and then you're gonna have to find it again. All right, so now I got that. My sun, we can cheat on this sun. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna cheat for the sun. I'm gonna say border color, black, and I'm gonna bring the size up to 12. That's okay for now. And my tree has a border on it. I need to take that off. All right, and now I need the border color for the outside, or a border for the outside, not a border color. So I'm gonna click, and here, double click, black, size, let's make it 24. So it's like, it really stands out. Let's get polyline again. Click, bring it over, double click. Polyline again, click. Let's do this one. Click over, bring it over, double click, and polyline, click. Go to the center, click, and double click. All right, so now we're kind of cooking here. So let's get this picture out of here. Come on, picture, come on, get on out of here. All right, so now we just need to adjust and maybe come do the grass and do our details. So let's come and adjust. So I can see this is messed up right here. Double click on that. Let's get that underneath of that black. Go on this light, darker red or lighter red, whatever. I'm saying it the wrong thing. And I know my lines are slanted. For now, that's okay if my lines are slanted. I'm not worried so much about it. And oh, look at this, my red over here. My red goes on top. There we are. Okay, let's fix my sun. Come on, son. You want to work. You do. You know you do. Come on. Let's see. That's maybe as good as we can get. I don't feel as though. I know it can get rounder than this. You know what? You're not even going to see all that. So, oh, this part though. Come on. Look at that. That's a mess. All right. That looks a little bit better. All right, let me fix my tree here on the bottom. Make it go into the black. Maybe I can stretch this out some to get it a pointier tip. And all right, that's looking good. I'm gonna leave that grass like that. I mean, actually, that grass looks bad, but let me switch this to black, so at least it's black. I'm selecting all this grass together. I held the control button and then clicked on each separate grass blade, and I'm gonna switch them to black. I really need to go work on that grass, but I don't have time, so I have to hurry up. So let's get some details on the tree. So on my original tree here that I drew, you can see I had these little like points and tips that are coming off of there. There's two things we can do. We can either go to polyline and add them. You can do them with curve. That's fine too. You can go do some with scribble. That's an option. But what you do in the end is up to you. And each of these has different properties. So let's do scribble since that's new. So scribble's cool because it just allows you just to draw whatever. So if I do scribble, I can just say, hey, it just makes a line though. That's all it does. And that might not be what I want. But let's do one in scribble. Let's do some pieces in scribble. So we'll put it on top. Bam, you got to make sure it's black. So line through the pencil, black. And then we're going to need it to be thicker. Let's say 8. And let's see what we got. So that's what we did for scribble. That looks okay. So let's do it again. Some of you guys might like this. Pencil, black with 8. Not so bad. That looks good. I think, you got to click on it a lot of times, though. What's going on here? It's not working. Click. No. Click here. There we go. You got to hold it. That's what I'm not doing. Then pencil, black with, what did I just say? 8. All right, so that's what you can do with the scribble. If you like that, do that. Let's see what we can do with polyline. Polyline might be the faster option. You can click, 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 click. Make it black. Take the outline off. You'll get something like that. Let's try that again. Click, 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 black. And all I did is really make is a triangle. So it's not that bad. So these two are what I did with polyline. Let's see what we can do with curve. Curve, click, click. Same concept, just made a little triangle. Fill it in with black. Transparent. That's not that bad either. I kind of like the polyline. I think I can do more faster with the polyline. Everybody's going to have their own preference, or really what you should do is use all 3. But, we don't have time all the time to sit here and do it all day to make it perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click. So I made my triangle. And as long as I'm inside of my shape here, nobody's ever going to know that I have like a separate thing here. It's one of those things. And, like I said, this is a little bit faster. Gives you some of those same effects as if I was actually drawing it. And I'm just putting like little spikes on it. This is like the winter Thanksgiving tree if you want. So right, that looks bad, but then I can go color, black, pencil, border color, transparent. And now it looks a lot better. Now, let's do that again. Click. And I'm doing this a lot faster. I can get a lot of space, a lot of things done faster. It's not always about getting it done fast, but sometimes it's exactly what it's about. No, I messed up. Jesus Louises. Control Z. It's going too fast. See, that's why it's not always about going too fast. Now I'm going even faster. Hopefully I don't mess up. All right. Gotta make up for that mess up. And let's do a little bit here. Come on, my polyline friend. All right. And I don't know why I just did the colors there and not any other spot, but whatever. Let me zoom this out to fit. Hit this arrow here, fit. Wham, that looks pretty good. That's a tree if you ask me. All right. So hopefully that one was easy for you. If not, that's okay. You can always ask for help. What you want to do next is click on these words up, or give it a name. You know, I didn't say that on my last video. Give it a name. My name is H. That's the name I made it. Click on these words, hit Control and the letter C. C for cat, hit C. Then you are going to go back to your Google Classroom, not this Google Classroom. You're going to go and find the assignment that this is for. You're going to say View Assignment. In View Assignment, it should not have this. It's going to have a spot either in the top right corner or in the bottom that says Post or Create, something like that. You're going to click on where it says Create. Then you're going to say, it's going to give you another box. You're going to click on the one that says Link. When you get the little spot where you can type in for the link, you're going to click it. You're going to hit Control. Remember, that's CTRL. And the letter V for victory. You're going to hold those two together. The words are going to come up that you just got from the other page. That is, oh, here it is. That is these ones right here. Then you're going to say enter or post link, whatever it says. And then you'll say turn in or whatever like that. And then you should be good. All that being said, this is the end of this video. Be excellent. And hopefully that was easy. Probably wasn't for everybody, but that's okay. Stop recording.